Welcome back, guys. This is the video you guys have been waiting for. Top Pokemon cards under $1. If you're looking to make a ton of money in the market, this is the video you've been waiting for. Before we jump in, subscribe, like the video, click this eBay affiliate link after you're done watching the video. Go buy something on eBay, but make sure you click that link. Help and support the channel at no additional cost to you. And most importantly, when you are directly supporting on PokeKingShop.com, don't forget to use code YouTube5. 5% off your entire order. Add your products to cart upon checking out. Don't forget to use that. It'll slash 5%. Let's start off. Dragonite from Silver Tempest. You are able to find still a lot of these copies under $1. And, the reason why I wanted to start off with this one is I feel like this might be one of the most underrated cards, or actually it would probably get the most questions in the YouTube comment section down below. Why a regular holo foil? And that's an excellent question, because regular holo foils, as we all know, are pretty easy to get. But what you need to understand is that in the Sword and Shield era, hits were not guaranteed. A holo was considered a hit. This is before the transition to grade border cards where every single pack has a holo foil, and now holo foil cards are worthless. But what's interesting specifically about the Dragonite is I look at the fact that we had a Dragonite holo, same thing as this one in 151, and that card has seen some really good gains because of its popularity and how much everybody loves 151, and that card has gone so much up in price. But Silver Tempest, when Silver Tempest got released, not as many people were in the Pokemon hobby, but it is fundamentally the same exact thing as a Dragonite holo rare card. So when people are buying the 151, I see that level of growth going up. Under $1, you can't go wrong buying a super popular Pokemon like Dragonite from a much older set like Silver Tempest. One of my favorite cards, probably my favorite pick in this video, is going to be the Raikou Cosmos foil. Now, there's just something about this artwork, and the fact that this is a 36-cent card is crazy to me. It opened out the gate at $3, and I am going to go as far as saying that $3 is a very fair price for this card. You got near mint for 25 cents. It's crazy. This is a $3 to $5 card. You buy it for 30 cents. That's a 10x. Now, you don't need to be buying these super crazy expensive cards. That's why, like this video, it could really change the game for you if you buy the right cards that are super, super cheap, and if they see this type of change. And the best example I could give you is, like, imagine you're at a convention, right? And you walk by this card, and one vendor has it listed at $1, and some vendor on the other side of the convention has it listed for $2. Okay, this card is going to sell for both $1 and $2 because it's such a small amount that if you like the Pokemon, if you like the card, if you like the Cosmos foil pattern, whatever the reason may be, you're not really going to care about 50 cents this way, even $1 this way. But if it's a 30-cent card, that is insane percentage growth. So yeah, this card has a lot of room to run. One of my favorite holdings. I'm trying to buy as many of these as possible. Another excellent example of where I'm trying to replicate that same exact play is actually the Tyranitar Cosmos foil. This is another one. I always recommend diversifying within. If we look at the chart here, 1 year, this one's been kind of all over the place. It hit a high of 54 cents, but under 50 cents, you're able to buy this. Super strong buy. Give it time. What you need to do with these cards is just give it time. Buy them and do nothing. The most important thing is that you buy them and then you don't sell them. You need to wait. You need to let time do its thing. And ultimately, these cards will see strong gains. But I think that's enough talking about the Cosmos foil. I like to make these videos very to the point. Another excellent opportunity are promo Scarlet Violet. I think Koraidon and Miraidon cards are just super slept on right now. People are treating them as if they're regular EXs. But I wanted to specifically focus on the promos because I think there's a big opportunity on the promos. Because these are the poster child Pokemon of the Scarlet Violet block. And Koraidon EX at 40 cents. I mean, that's a screaming buy. I think down the line, this can be like a $5 card. Again, the only thing you got to do is give it time. That is all you have to do with these really cheap cards because these cards can't get any cheaper. They're already at such a low price that's like, who cares if you buy it at 40 cents and it goes to 20 cents, then just don't sell it. The only way that these super, super cheap cards could go is really up. Especially as time goes on, as new sets roll out, people forget about them. And I'll even go as far as saying that there's big opportunity in picking up sleeper promos like this because people who will go back to this era, they're going to want to pick them up. If you're the only one, or if there's, not many sellers of people who have them, they're going to have to pay whatever the price is. And usually with time, that price goes up. Cyclizar, this is another excellent promo. I do believe this is the Temporal Forces 3-pack blister. Coupled with the Cleffa. So you got 2 exclusive promos here. And again, these cards just have very strong, dedicated collector bases of people who love the Cosmos foil cards. And there's massive market premium if you're able to hit a Gem Mint 10. Sure, this Pokemon is not by any means popular, but hey, that's why it's 40 cents. But if this card could go to $1.50, that's fundamentally increased in value 3 times. Now, For that same thing to happen with a $100 card, it needs to go to $300. So I think, buying up a ton of these cheap cards and just hanging out, doing nothing, letting time do its thing, it's going to drive that price forward. Maridon is another excellent example. And contrary to this EX Scarlet Violet promo, this is actually an even more exclusive promo, you could argue, because this is the McDonald's promo. And, in general, the McDonald's promo get a lot of hate, but I look at the success of the Pikachu McDonald's promo that got released in Japan, the Burger Chew. Now, that one has seen very, very strong pricing. This Cosmos, or it's not even Cosmos foil, this just different hollow foil pattern. It's very unique. You could only get them with the McDonald's cards. And I think that these have a lot of room to run. The McDonald's cards, I remember the Generations era, which is 2016. We have Toys R Us promos, and they were stamped as well. And for the longest time, nobody cared about them. And now any Toys R Us card you look at, it doesn't matter whether it's Charmander, Pikachu, Magikarp, like they're all very expensive. And I see a similar thing happening with these McDonald's cards. Again, when we are looking at cards under $1, you don't have too many options. So I'm trying to pick the best options. And, if you are, let's say you have $10 and you're buying 10 cards in this budget, diversify at least one or two of those cards into McDonald's cards, as long as they're hollow foil and, it's a legendary Pokemon. With time, again, you can't really lose. You can't go down in price. A slightly different approach you could do is looking at just EX cards, also promos. These are from the Ascended Heroes EX collection box. And this is actually one of my best-selling products on the website. Again, if you are interested, PokeKingShop.com, the Ascended Hero case is one. We sold like 4 cases today. So it's funny that I'm bringing up this card. Don't forget to use code YouTube5 on my website. Any singles you're buying, hit that affiliate link. But this Mega Feraligatr, you get 2 of them in a case. You get 2 of the Meganium and 2 of the Emboar. But the Mega Feraligatr, I mean, as a card itself is under $1. So, the boxes are like $60 to $80 range. And vast majority of the value is derived from the Ascended Hero packs. Inside of each collection box, you get 4 packs. But the promos got to have some value. The market is acting as if these promos have zero value. When do you think is the next time we're going to get a Mega Feraligatr card? Probably never. If this is just a regular ultra rare, sub $1 is a steal. This will easily be a $3 to $5 card, especially if they don't reprint it. And that is another excellent approach if you want to diversify again. Another example that I want to kind of pay attention to are just full art cards. And when I was exploring cards under $5 and under $3, there were certain examples of full art cards that the market, again, it's not valuing. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this card, you're like, it's a Boffulent EX. Who cares about this Pokemon? It's some kind of buffalo. Nobody cares about it, right? But I'm not so focused on the Pokemon here. I'm just looking at the rarity. This is a ultra rare card. And from a premium set, like that is another thing you need to pay attention to is like, hang on, White Flare Black Bull. I have 2 examples here. There's so many examples of cards that are under $1 that are full arts, but I did one from Black Bull, one from White Flare. We've gotten 0 reprints of anything White Flare Black Bull. People are going to tell you it's in print. We're not getting any more Black Bolt White Flare. I don't know why, but it was kind of a one and done release. They did, hey, Gen 5's awesome. Let's drop one kind of specialty set here to bring it back for like nostalgia purposes. One and done. They're not making more of it. And the fact that those packs have gone up in price from, being $7 to now, let's say $12, $13, $14 a pack, the sealed products doubled. I remember I was asked by suppliers to purchase Black Bolt for $80 in ETB, White Flare for $75 in ETB. I said, whatever, give me a case. Nobody wanted it at the time. I had a very difficult time moving it. I maybe made $3 to $5 profit per box. And, now they're like 120 plus in ETB. And the sealed product has gone up so much, but the singles not really doing anything, Now past 6 months up 40%, but, it went from 70 cents to $1. Now it's like 90 cents. So it went up 20 cents. Okay. The percentage here doesn't matter. But these are hard cards to get. Full arts, you have to open a good bit of packs before you hit a full art. Most packs you're just going to hit a holo. Let's be real. So Boffulent EX is a great example, 50-cent card. Then you have Excadrill from Black Bolt. Sure, by no means it's not the most popular Pokemon, but it's not a bad card. It's an ultra rare. It's a full art card. Full art card sub $1. Are you kidding me? That is a screaming buy. Doesn't matter what Pokemon it is. It could be the most hated Pokemon of all time. That rarity at that price point, it just makes sense. It makes sense. And especially if it's coming from a good set, even more so if it's a specialty set like Black Bull or White Flare, another really, really good buy. But it doesn't even have to be a specialty set. Like it could even be a standard set. Journey Together, Mamoswine, very cool Pokemon. Gen 4, I love this card. This is a great artwork. Love the background, the contrast of the Mamoswine colors with this like orange blaze full art. for $1. Can you go wrong? The answer is no. So take advantage, buy these cards, full art sub $1. You could go, exclusive promo route. You could pick up Scarlet Violet era. You could pick up McDonald's promos. You could get the Cosmos foil play, or you could even get ordinary Holo from older sets. Under $1, you'd be surprised. You would think that there's nothing you could buy, but there's so many different avenues that you could go down and succeed. And I highly recommend for you guys to pick up some of the cards if you want to see strong gains. And there's some people who watch the videos who you guys don't really have too much money. The cards under over $100, they don't really apply to you. I'm glad that there is a dedicated, I guess, viewer base of people who are interested in these cheaper cards, because even I still know that there's good opportunity. My favorite pick, outside of the Raikou here and the Cosmos foil play, I really do like these full art cards. So that's all I have for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the YouTube comment section down below. Don't forget, we have the eBay link. Anytime you're shopping, just go to any one of my videos, click that link, complete your purchase, help support the channel, and code YouTube5 on my website. Thank you so much, guys. And with that, we will catch you here on the next one.